Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Christy Vann with Fantastic Finances, and on this channel I teach velocity banking. So today I wanted to talk about savings versus paying off your credit cards. So I have the question a lot. We have a lot of savings sitting in the bank, but we have a lot of debt. What should we do with that? So I wanted to go over that again and explain how that your savings is prospering while you're leaving it sit in the bank for the banks to use, while your debt is causing you to feel overwhelmed and very stressed. So we want to break into that and see exactly what is the right thing to do. Should we keep savings on hand? Because at any given time everything could go all the heck, and then we could be stuck without, and we don't have any credit and we don't have anything. All we have is our cash. I tell myself when I think thoughts like that, I'm like, really? If the economy crashes to the point that we have no credit, cash is not going to help, because cash is paper and we are on a credit system. The dollar bill really is, we're even at 7% right now with inflation. When it sits in there, it's not $5,000. When it sits over here and you have a credit limit of $5,000, you actually have 5,000. If it transfers to another credit line, it goes in as 5,000, right? So you don't lose with inflation when you're dealing with credit. So in a previous marriage I found myself always at the limit of credit cards, because it seemed like that, we always had to go out and eat, because I don't know why. It's just like it, you just think, well, you go out and eat, and then you buy Christmas, and then you buy clothes, and then you just buy all this frivolous stuff on your credit, and you build it way up, and then it sits there, right? So we would have balances sitting on our credit cards for years. You don't want to do that, because that brings your credit score down. It also sits up there at high utilization for absolutely nothing. And had I known what I know now, then I would have made sure that that didn't happen. But when you're in certain situations, you kind of go with the flow to keep the peace, and that's just kind of where I found myself. So if you're in that situation, I am asking you to analyze the situation you're in and maybe look to better that, because you want to be living your best life. You want to be in peace. You don't want to be in stress and struggle and turmoil. And so I don't believe the Lord wants us to be there. So he calls us to peace. So let's find that, okay? So let's start. If we had a $5,000 savings account, okay, and it's sitting in the bank, and the bank loves you for that, because they are using your money as they give you your 0.1% or whatever they're giving you for it sitting in there. The inflation being at 7%, it's literally, cash is not worth $5,000 right now, okay? When we have credit card debt at $5,000, the monthly payment, let's say, is $150, right? Well, what kind of interest are we paying on $5,000? Well, if this is at 21%, then the interest is $86.30 per month, okay? So if you're letting this balance just sit here and draw that interest, you are at $1,035.60 per year that you are paying in interest alone, okay? $5,000 over here is getting eat up with inflation, and guess what? This $1,035, so in less than 5 years, that's gone. Is that not common sense that we don't leave savings sitting around when we've got balances over here that are just eating us up with interest? So in the event that, a person gets smart and they move that over here, pay off that balance, now they have their credit card with zero balance, now an emergency fund and savings fund. So in the event that you need anything, oops, here it is. right? So don't leave savings sitting in the bank getting eat up by all of this interest right here every month and throughout the year, when you could pay that off, and then you have an emergency, you have a tire go bad, you have a car repair that you need to take care of, whatever it is, use the credit card. Then you can just throw your income in, pull your expenses out to keep that balance low and paid off, get your credit score up, and then you can start building a savings again once all of your debt has cleared out. I hope that makes sense to you, and if that adds value to you, if that helps you to understand more clearly how the banks are winning, they're winning when you're leaving your savings sitting in there so they can use it. They're winning when you're paying them this interest that you do not have to be paying. It's this simple to pay it off and be done with it. Go ahead and live your life free and clear from debt. If there's anything I can do to help you, contact me and let me help you, because I'll be glad to discuss your individual situation, and I look forward to speaking to you.